Good evening, everyone. Today is September 7th, 2021. Most gracious Heavenly Father, thank you, God, for yet another day that you allowed us to see, oh God. Thank you, God, for the gift of salvation, oh God. We thank you, God, for just being a comforter, a keeper, oh God. We ask you, God, that you will bless the views, oh God, bless our conversation, oh God, as well, oh God. I ask you, God, that you would touch everyone that was devastated by the floods in New Jersey, the New York area, and throughout our country in various parts, oh God. People that suffer without power, loss of life, and many other things that can't be replaced. We ask you, God, that you just be with those families during these grieving times, oh God. And we ask you, God, that at the end of the day, oh God, that you would just give us peace of mind, oh God. Continue to love on us continuously, Father, and let us know that you are the real deal, oh God, and that you will never leave us nor forsake us, oh God. God, we thank you for all these things in advance. In the mighty and the matchless name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Good evening, everyone. Um, so today is the first show of the month of September. We just do a freestyle flow and just, kind of talk to one another and go through that, whatever, talk about whatever, in general. Um, I want to give some Born Day shout outs um, to Lady Z, who celebrated on this past week on the 4th. My man EJ Johnson, as well as L Johnson, both of them celebrated over the last week. I want to say happy Born Day to Tracy Campbell, um, Miss Kimmy. Um, happy heavily birthday to my Aunt Myrna, who we lost. Happy Born Day. Emmeline, Sister Emmeline up in Jersey, happy Born Day. My little bro, Brenty, was good. What true Sussex Zav, I'm quite sure we can't refer to him by that no more. We gotta give him his his gangster name. Happy Born Day to Vicky as well. Um, and Terry, the twins, happy Born Day to you guys. Lanisha Randolph, comparable, beautiful voice of Lanisha Randolph, who celebrated over the week as well. Irina Jenkins, as well as nephew Asad Parker, happy Born Day, kid, celebrating on today. My man Mel, what's good, Melvin? Beautiful Nicole Sampson, who celebrated on the day. Jazzy Jazz, high school classmate, happy Born Day, Jazz. And last but not least, Danielle Johnson, happy Born Day, D. Love you, girl. Hope you enjoyed your day. Um, y'all know me, and if you guys don't mind, share a like to your page so others can see the show as well from your page that are not friends with me. Um, I don't even know what direction to either start in tonight. It's I don't want to be up here too long though. I don't think I'll be able to last the whole hour. I'm gonna just be transparent. I usually try to come on, be funny, and be my normal self and upbeat and whatnot. But it's just been a long week. It's been a long week. A lot of people are going through. A lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are, just having hard times, man. With that being said, I want to again ask that you guys continue to keep my cousin and his family in prayer as well, as he lost his son on last week. Rest in peace, Joaquin. Um, Kareem, man, there's not much you can say, other than I'm here for you. You know, it's good too. How the family doing, bro? Um, it's just trying times, man. But my condolences are with you guys, my prayers. I'm just a phone call away, my brother. Know that I love you, man. It's important that we let each other know that we love each other while we still can. That is very, very important because nobody is promised tomorrow. I said it on a pre-show announcement. Rest in peace to the great actor Michael K. Williams as well. We lost him Sunday suddenly, and that was like crazy to me. It's like, the stuff is real, people. Good to hear, bro. Everything good this way. As you guys come in too, like people in Jersey, I want y'all to check in. Let me know what's going on that way, how things in your neighborhood and whatnot. A lot of Jersey got devastated by the storms last week. There's a lot of flooding going on, and it was like I'm just looking at some of the live feeds of people showing their yards and in the front yard and backyard and what have you, and it was like astronomical amounts of water. Like I don't know, I didn't do the research, but I don't recall ever seeing anything as bad in Jersey as far as rain and flooding as what happened on last week. So my heart goes out to all the people that lost their homes, things, belongings, you know, keepsakes from their parents who have passed on or whatnot. It's a difficult time. So it's like with all that's going on, it's hard for me to get up here and be funny tonight, like, or just be my normal self. So I'm gonna just ask that you guys rock out with me and talk to me. 'Cause like I said, I really want to check up on the people back home. I've been doing it throughout the week. Calling various people, texting various people, just to make sure that they was good. Um, and then we could, like I said, we could talk about that there as people come in, check on each other from Jersey. And let me know what you guys did over the weekend, over the holiday weekend. How did you spend your holiday weekend as well? Labor Day was yesterday. It was pretty cool. It's a decent weekend, somber, but decent. Got to go to a good service. Shout out to Maurice Webb as well. Preached that on Beyond Measures here in North Carolina on Sunday morning, where the pastor is Pastor Shannon Long. Always good to see my brother Shannon as well. I ain't get a chance to speak to you, but always good to see you, bro. But Mo, man, listen, man, I told you Sunday, but I'm gonna go on record publicly, man. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the man, the guy that you're becoming, and all the things, just the way that you're allowing God to use you during the season. Preached a real good, powerful word on Sunday that was titled Breakthrough. So, for all those that's been going through and those that's been believing God for certain things in their life and situations to work out, hey, man, the guy said Sunday, you look, get ready because your breakthrough is on its way. So, it was real good, man. I'm proud of you, man. What's good, Lie, and the girls. Yeah, but what you guys do for Labor Day as well? Like, did you spend time with your family? Did you cook out? Did you grill? What was going down? What's good, Tahi? You make it back safe, bro? Um, from South Carolina. And that just shows you how out of whack my mind been over the last week. Over the weekend, I didn't even prepare any notes and things to talk about tonight. Normally, I usually have a few things that I wanted to kind of talk about. But that Michael K kind of threw me off. Threw me off my square. So, like I said, we probably won't be on here for so long tonight, unless you guys got something that you want to say or want to talk about. Good to hear, bro. Glad you guys made it back safe. You know what I mean? Um, while we talking about Michael K. Williams throughout the show too, you guys tell me one of your favorite lines or one of your favorite movies of his from one of his movies or TV shows, whatever. Of course, we all know him as the infamous Omar Little on the Wire. And I think hands down, probably my all-time favorite show. Gotta be hands down. Dwight. I'm just looking, trying to look it up on my to make sure I'm seeing all these here. See, just good, Jen. Jen said I left Texas to move back to South Carolina. 8:29. I left at 4 a.m. So I missed the bad weather. Wow. Welcome back to the East Coast, Jen. Welcome back. Welcome back. Like Texas. I was shocked to see the flooding in New Jersey and New York City. I'm telling you, girl, it was crazy. Like seeing cars covered, like it was just crazy. And me and my man Dave, shout out to Dave, we were talking the other day and we was like looking at some of the fees there in Livingston and Westfield and different parts of Jersey, and it was like, where's all this water going? That's why I kind of want somebody from Jersey up top to chime in and give us an update of what's going on, what y'all guys are dealing with. Um, Last show I came home to watch was my dude D House watching together. Yo, thanks for tuning in. That's what's up. What's good, Lawrence? And thanks for that, Ty. Oh, broad audience. My man. Thanks. It's good to be back. Texas is not for me. I always wanted to talk to you about that. Like, how did you even wind up in Texas? Texas is Texas. I don't even have to move there to know that Texas ain't for me. Um, I've never been a big fan of Texas. Um, Ferdina had damage to her home and car. Yeah, I did see that. Keep our friend Ferdina, Millie, husband Antoine in our prayers as well. It was quite a few people that done suffered. Like, I don't know anybody personally that lost their life due to the storm, but I did see that there were some deaths there in Elizabeth, New Jersey, as well. I think it was Wednesday from the flooding, and let also, doing these things here. I believe that, well, it's over now, but when these things happen, man, let's continuously pray for our homeless, man. Like, our homeless, like, what are they doing in these type of situations when they don't have anywhere to go and shelters aren't necessarily opened up, or they're overflowing because there are already too many people. Let's definitely keep them in prayer, man, because it's serious. It's serious, man. And our homeless, man, they still living, so their lives matter as well. You know what I mean? So let's keep our homeless people in prayer. You pass by sometime, you know, give them a couple dollars to eat, or next time you stop by a fast food spot and you get you something to eat, grab an extra value meal or something, and just, bless somebody, be a blessing to somebody, because it does make a difference. Job offer, I left that too. It wasn't worth it, but I'm definitely glad you back. Flooding in New Jersey, New York City, and Philly was crazy. Yo, Philly too, Ty? Like, Philly got hit pretty bad? All your people in Philly good? All the family? I had no way of getting home from work. It's for my safety. Yeah, nah, I'm glad you made it out, boo. You know, I'm glad you okay. I was thinking about you because one of my Pastor Gilbert White, he had went live. I think it was Wednesday morning after the storm, the day after the storm, whatever night that, because it happened. Like, most of the damage happened that night. He went live from the overpass between 144 and 143 on the Garden State Parkway. And in all of my life, I have never ever seen the Garden State Parkway like shut down, cars stranded on the parkway. Like, this was something that's different. And people, man, we gotta wake up. We definitely gotta wake up, because we are living in the last days. I mean, we have to make sure that our business our business affairs are in order. that our hearts are right, our minds are right. Are you gonna get it perfect? Absolutely not. But we need to make sure that, like me and Jermaine talked about last week. Shout out to Jermaine. You gotta have some kind of relationship with God, man. Especially in this season here. Like, if you never felt the urgency before, you should definitely feel it now. Um, I was thinking about that. Yeah. What did they do with the homeless? I'm not sure, Jen, but I did see where in different various parts of Jersey, some of them were opening up shelters and YMCA's to give them some place to go. But that's a whole community in itself. Like, we probably don't see them in bulk masses, but man, that's just crazy. When you have nowhere to go during a storm like that, it has to be rough. So, definitely let's keep them in our continual prayers. What else? Football season is back this week. So it was a good weekend for college football. Some good games. A lot of teams got a long way to go. My Florida State Seminoles, they lost to Notre Dame. Shout out to Bobby. Shout out to Big Steve. Um, and I'm sorry, Irish fans out there. Congratulations to you guys. Um, but it was some pretty good games. Like pretty good. So it just feels good to be back to football season. I'm on my fence. I gotta do some more research tomorrow, but I think that my NFL strike might be over before the season starts on Thursday. So kind of looking forward to that. And because somebody asked me too, like, why are you protesting the NFL? I said because I had seen a piece. There was a piece that my god brother Kevin, shout out to Kevin Danley, he'll be on next week with us. Um, he had sent me this piece, I believe it was like last year, maybe almost 2 years ago now, where they did a piece on CBS, and they were pretty much talking about retired players when it comes to concussion and insurance policies. The NFL, of course, you got to go see the doctor to make sure that you qualify to get benefits or whatever the case may be. And what they were doing was they have it literally in writing, in black and white. You can look up the document where it says that when evaluating these brain trauma patients from the NFL, from all of the years that they played, is a difference between the white brain and the black brain because black people are dumber at birth. In layman's terms, that's pretty much what it says in writing, and you could look it up. But that was like the last straw for me. It was like, I will not be supporting these jokers no more. But I do believe, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 months ago, they did take that out and restructure the guidelines for it. So I want to verify that before I watch any NFL games. But that's atrocious to me. That's just crazy that in 2020 you still have something like that in writing, that black people were born dumber than whites. Absolutely absurd. What's good, Thomas? Big 74. He said, I worked at Newark Airport for 20 years and I've never seen the terminal flooded. Yeah, man. I remember my ramp days. Like, we seen some stuff out there, but I've never seen it flooded either, bro. That's like crazy. Think about that. That's like absolutely crazy. The only time we see stuff like this is in the movies, man. Which is all more important why I say what I say. Man, hey, get your life in order, man. You got personal beefs with somebody, they ain't murder nobody or just, man, stop sweating small stuff, man. You gotta let stuff go, man. You gotta let stuff go. Because it frees you up. If you learn how to forgive people and you learn how to move throughout situations and just move on with life. But Life is short, man. Life is too short to be beefing over stupid petty stuff. And now I go. Everybody that know me know I could do petty all day. I don't do messy, but I could do petty. But there's no need in having no petty beefs that you can't speak to people and you feeling some kind of way. Like we got to get over that. Um, who else is up in there? You down in Georgia now, right, Thomas? And shout out to D Nice too. Y'all don't know I'm a big D Nice fan, man. He made that club quarantine happen this weekend where he turned out the Hollywood Bowl, Prospect Park there in New York, as well as Chastain Park there in ATL. Um, like the pictures and the feedback that I got a couple times he went live, they were out there killing it. I mean, absolutely killing. So, all right, that's what's up. I have to check you out the next time I come down there to check out Ride, yo. Probably be down there next month sometime. So I'll definitely get in touch with you, let you know. Be good to see the big fella. Um, yeah, man. So shout out to D Nice, man. Just for taking it up, taking it upon himself to, you know what, I'm gonna give back to the people during this pandemic, and it turned into something special. It evolved and morphed into something I'm quite sure bigger than he would ever thought that it would be. You go up there on any given night. For those that don't know, you follow him follow D Nice on Instagram, and he'll just pop up live. You got 3,000, 4,000, sometimes 5,000 people up in here, and he just rocking out. So sometimes it's just good to just sit back, take a break, and I don't know. I can't stop stressing that, man. I just really feel like we got to really learn how to appreciate life. You know, appreciate life, appreciate people, um, and let's not take tomorrow for granted. Right? We got to really get past that mindset of taking tomorrow for granted because no one is promised tomorrow. There are people that's gonna go to bed tonight with plans for tomorrow that will never open their eyes again. So it's important to make sure things is in order, man. Especially if you God fear. The Bible tells us that everything is done in decency and order. So order is big when it comes to the Almighty. Um, I did see that we got another verses coming up, and it's crazy because I didn't even get a chance to talk about the verses last month. But man, oh man, I think I probably watched that Locks and Dipset versus no joke, probably about 20 times in the last couple of weeks. That thing was epic. That thing was epic. And if you were sleeping on Jada, you shouldn't be still sleeping on him now. That's for certain. A man proved who he proved who he is. But I did see where next Tuesday night after the show, you guys switch over to Triller, Instagram, however your means of watching versus for the hip hop and lyric. Ooh, excuse me. Next week we're gonna have Ja Rule versus Fat Joe. Ja Rule versus Fat Joe. So do you believe Michael K overdose? Um, to be honest, Jen, it would not surprise me. I'm waiting. I seen the reports, and there's various reports that that's exactly what it was, but I haven't seen anything that confirmed it yet. Everything is just saying that it's believed to be, but it would not surprise me, man. It would not surprise me because I've seen him in interviews, and he's talked about his struggle with addiction over the years. He used to be an addict for sure. So just because you get clean doesn't mean that you don't have a chance to relapse. And so, I just, man, my heart really goes out to his family, and his loved ones, because he was a great one. I won't even say good. He was a great one. But I don't know. I definitely want to confirm it, Jen, but I do believe I wouldn't be surprised. Let me put it that way. I don't say I believe it, but I won't be surprised if the reports come back that that he did pass from overdose. Um, that would not surprise me at all. Like I said, especially hearing I don't know if you guys heard it, but he was on Sway, I believe, last year. It was a good interview with him on Sway in the morning. You probably can look it up on YouTube. And he kind of talks a little bit about him being a former addict. So it's just sad, man. I believe he was 54 years old. Like, it's crazy. Omar coming, Omar coming. Like, yeah, man, he was groundbreaking. He's a breath of fresh air. Like, it was cool to see, and it was crazy to me because he one of the few actors that is like, okay, you see his name or that he's in something, and you're gonna watch it whether you know what it's about or not, just because he was in it. Like, that's one thing that I'm gonna miss about him as an actor, because he was that good to me. There have been movies and shows that I've watched simply because I've seen his name. Now, were all of them good? Yeah, stuff with debate. But all his performances were masterpieces. Like, I've never seen him in anything where I said, I don't think he really pulled that one off. Like, he sold me. And in the interview, he talked about that too, how he liked to bring his characters to life, and he really made you feel that way. He really made you feel that way when you was watching his performances. Like, this is a real person. It's not like a character. This is like an actual person. Um, so yeah, man, he's definitely gonna be missed. But who you guys got for next week? Are you hip hop heads from our era? Y'all team Ja Rule or y'all team Fat Joe? Cause he might have fell off, but in his prime, in his day, in his time, Ja Rule was a problem, man. You literally could not turn on the radio without hearing that joke. I remember one day I remember one day like I said, Ja was hot years ago. But I do remember vividly one day flipping through the channels and this mug was simultaneously on three different stations. And it was three different songs. Like, that's what's the crazy thing. Like, Ja, he had his moment. And then, well, I know who you rock with, Thomas. You guys get ready. You guys ready for week one? Who you guys rock? Who's your team? Rep your team in the NFL. I almost wish I could get to with the Rodney to watch the game Sunday, Thomas. We got the first game, Giants. We got Denver. Got them Broncos, the horses. That's why I said I already know who you are. You and them cowgirls, man. Y'all. I think y'all open up Thursday night, don't y'all? I don't remember who y'all played. Was it Tampa Bay? I think it might be Tampa Bay. But we gonna see. Yeah, Tampa Bay. That's what I thought. We gonna see. That's a good first game. Kind of gauge to see see what's going on. Of course, as Giants fans, we still waiting to see if Saquon gonna be able to play a whole season. We shall see. The question of whether or not he's gonna play, but I think he's definitely gonna play. But just imagine how that knee gonna hold up. Um, Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to camaraderie, getting back with the fellas, watch some games. All you, all you ladies out there, I would highly recommend when you do a ladies' night throughout the week, pick Thursday nights. I'm quite sure you won't get no arguments for your men on Thursday nights. You ladies want to get together and y'all play. So we can enjoy some football in peace. And shout out to the sisters too, because hey, listen, I know a lot of females. They're gonna be like, look, nah, I ain't doing it on a Thursday night because watch football just like men do. And they ain't even talking about kick the ball, do the thingy thing, and this here and that there. They know what they talking about. Shout out to Sharonda Clark, still a fan, Nika Coleman, Miss Tanya Grogan, repping them Giants. You know, hey man, it's some sisters out here now. They know the game. You married, Thomas, so it don't matter you. I tell people all the time, man, that's sexy to me. Ain't nothing like a woman that's in the sports and no sports. So let that be a tip, lady. I ain't the only brother that's like that. Get to learn a game. It's a good way to get to know a man too. Even if you don't really care, ask him to teach me about the game. Like, why are they doing this and why are they doing that? You know what I mean? That's probably one of the easiest way to get a man to open up and keep real with you. Yeah, talk about some sports with you. We leave all that feeling stuff to the side for a minute. Let's just talk some football. What's the brown oval thing called? That is too funny. Now that might be a bit to the extreme because this gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna send you here go a couple dollars, babe. Won't you go ahead and earn out with your girlfriends? I know you just joking off the sea, but what's good with you, girl? Miss you. How you been? Um, why are men always shocked to think it's special that women watch sports? Because a lot of them they don't. It's not. It's not shocking. It's not shocking because, like I said, it's definitely a difference in the numbers. Um, if I remember, you always was in the sports too, wasn't you, Jennifer? In high school. I mean, you went to games and you watched. Brian played. It's not necessarily a shock. Well, put it like this: it does shock me not when women watch sports, but when women know sports. Like when women could tell you about who won the NBA championship in '91 and who was in the finals, and like when they know stats and numbers, like that's very shocking. That's because shoot, it's like not even a lot of men know all of that. Some men think they sports trivia gurus, but they ain't. Yeah, you a Giant fan too, Jen? That's what's up. We gotta represent this season. See what that Buster Danny Dimes gonna do, man. Hey Thomas, you still out there? Oh Lord, the Patriots. Yuck. You actually admit that? The one thing I love about the Patriots, they are undefeated. I mean, they have no. We are undefeated. The New York Football Giants against the Patriots in our Super Bowls. So thanks, Patriots. But I can't even. There you go. When a woman, when a woman can't tell you about stats. When a woman can tell you about stats, she can keep it. Absolutely, Tom. I'm trying to tell you, boy. Better put a ring on it. What they say? Better put a ring on it. That's a beautiful thing right there. And you'll get so much more openness out your man. I'm trying to tell you, trying to help y'all sisters out there. I don't even say anything. I just sit and listen. Hold up, I gotta find your other comment that went by on me. Thanks for sharing, Ty. Um, sharing, Ty. It ain't letting me look at see your comment again, Jen. Now don't be fronting though. Like if you know sports, don't try to show him that you know more about sports than him, but you ain't gotta be just sitting there totally naive like you helpless. I don't know what you was referring to. As soon as you say something, as soon as you say something, you will be challenged about what you know. Hmm. Well, that's men too. Men, we do that to each other as well. Hey man, what you talking about, man? You don't even know what you like. Come on, man. That's just part of sports culture. We all think me personally, me and my friends, I'd rather see us sit around and do a sports show and talk as opposed to watching some old Skip Bayless or Colin Hurd, some of these people here. We'd do a much better job than them. I'm quite sure you get me, Thomas, Rod, Walt, couple guys together. Of course, no disrespect, like I said, Sharonda, you, Jennifer, get some girls in there. Man, listen, we do just as good as they do on TV. You won't like my sports facts. I care about uniform colors and how men look in them. Oh my goodness. I respect the fact that you stay your truth. Like now, that's definitely that. See, Jen, that's what we talk about. Where we that's where we get shocked that a woman know, because most women say stuff like that. They got some nice uniforms. They have some really cute uniforms. Football uniforms are not cute. Let's get that out the way, okay? Football uniforms are not cute. Okay, how would you like? What is it? Those go together. Emmeline, you a Eagle fan? Okay, that's what's up. So, Deceiver, let me ask you, how do you feel being a Patriots fan, knowing that the only reason that they released Cam Newton was because he won't get vaccinated? Don't believe the reports that they putting out there because this new young boy is this and that did. We know what that was about. Cam ain't getting the vaccine, so they let him go. Mr. Chucky himself, Bill Belichick. How do you feel about that, Miss Johnson? I have no problem with it. Get vaccinated. What happened to America's right, your citizens' right to choose? Yeah, that was some BS. Thomas, we know what it is, bro. It ain't because the man can't play no football. I think it was absolutely bogus. And the whole thing, everybody else is going, he's going to be blackballed because other teams going to feel the same way. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. I'm not even going to start the argument. He's putting other players at risk. Yeah, if you believe what they telling you, I said that when it happened. That'd be my whole thing. If you believe what they telling you, then that's your right to believe. That's your right to believe that. Being brave, okay. Repeat my comments. I think that being brave is me, in my personal opinion. I think being brave is you standing up for what you believe in, not what people trying to press you to do. You just mess with them. You got me. I ain't gonna get riled up with you on the show, so you know I ain't even gonna go there with you. But I do know like you like bantering me, and you like going back and forth. The rules are if you don't get vaccinated, you have to wear your mask at all times. Protect yourself and others. Yeah, it's just I wish I could say I can't wait till all this is over, but I keep telling people, man, that there is no such thing as going back to normal. It's just gonna be a new normal. Things are never gonna go back to where it was, and it's sad. It's really sad when you think about it. To me, me and my friends, we talk about it. It's like the vaccine to vax to not vax is the new. It's literally the new division. I mean, it's the new religion because it's the number one divider between everybody, and it has nothing to do with black, white, anything. It's just what you choose to believe. It's what you choose to believe, and it's sad because people are falling for the okie doke. As long as we distracted by things that don't really matter, such as whether you got on a mask or not, whether I got on a mask or not, we can't really talk about the things that really matter or create change for it to do it. Won't be over. It won't be over. It's here to stay. Absolutely. Learn to live with the flu. I have faith that we'll find out a way through COVID as well. Absolutely. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely gonna be a new norm. Like they're gonna find a way. It's just that I don't know. I don't like to I don't like to talk about that publicly. I got a difference in opinion than many when it comes to the government and things that the government do and how they abuse powers and authority to me. But that's a whole nother conversation. Um, but yeah, I agree with you though. See, we're gonna definitely get through it. That's not even up for debate because we resilient as a people. Like that's just what we do. We bounce back. You know, and like I said, I'm gonna go soon. But as far as the vaccine and stuff like that, this is the way I look at it. You you have the right to believe whatever you want to believe. Okay, one person isn't better. A Muslim is no better than a Christian because he chooses to believe those religious values over Christianity. A Christian is no better than somebody that chooses to follow Hinduism. You see what I'm saying? It's all about choices, and we make those choices based off of what it is that we believe. So just because somebody doesn't believe everything that they telling you doesn't make them less of a human being, so to speak. When dealing with the flu of 1918, they had 2 years, just like we're living now. We'll get back to what we think of as normal. One of my patients in Texas just died of COVID after she gave birth to her baby. Wow, that's so sad. God, please protect that child and keep him um, absolutely unself, still unself, freedom of choice. But it's like we like to have freedom of choice, but people don't like to respect people's right of freedom of choice because you choose differently than somebody else, which is totally not cool. And here you go, Jen. Like you said, that's sad. That's sad. And that's the other thing that's killing me. They're still trying to push the vaccine because of what I personally believe is hidden agendas. People profiting from it, the people that are profiting from it. Um, but the whole thing with the vaccine is with the first selling point that they was telling us was that I'm okay with freedom of choice until it puts others at risk. Again, that's if you choose to believe that. If you honestly believe that someone not wearing a mask, whatever, is putting other people at risk, that's because that's what you believe. Doesn't make it factual because you believe something based off of information that they share with us. That's my point. And the thing that I was saying about the vaccine was, the selling point on it was when they first started getting people giving it away and paying people to take it and all this kind of stuff is that it can't it's not that you can't get COVID again if you got the vaccine. It's just less likely that you'll have symptoms and you won't die from it. That was the selling point. But now you got it where people are fully vaccinated that are dying of COVID. So how do you still explain that? If it's all about just getting the vaccine for safety precautionary reasons, so that you don't die from it, then and people are still dying from it, why would I want to do that? That was our second patient that died from COVID. Wow, that's sad. Large groups of people are dying. How do they explain that? They're not going to explain that. They're not going to explain that. I was sharing with someone yesterday. It baffles me how absolutely people get the vaccine and still die. It baffles me though how large groups of how do you explain that? We can't explain it. It baffles me how you know all these people pro-vaccine take the vaccine, actors and celebrities and CDC, whoever else. They pushing it, but it's easy to find that material. It's easy to find that material as far as whether you're looking on YouTube, whether you Google, whatever you do. But the minute somebody releases a video with them exposing them, when you got doctors and you got nurses that's on the front lines that's telling people like I wouldn't recommend this vaccine. You know what I mean? You got doctors and nurses that are telling you the same thing. But the minute that you find one of these videos, before you know it, less than 24 hours, those are taken down. Like I don't understand. I don't understand the disparity. This is a man-made virus that got out of control. This is all about population control and making money. Absolutely, Rochelle. Thank you very much. You get no argument here from me on that. I said the same way. People ain't like it when I posted that last week. One day last week I posted. I was like, when are people gonna wake up and realize that Bill Gates is the real life Thanos? This dude has been trying to deal with population control for decades now. There's too many people in the world. It was said that the next strand is going to be worse than the Delta virus. I take all my vaccines. I just got boosters from my childhood vaccine. Bro, no doctors and nurses as a whole isn't talking that foolishness. Yes, they are, bro. I wouldn't have said it if I hadn't seen it myself. I've seen various doctors and nurses, not just in America, but throughout the world, saying do not take the vaccine. They would not recommend you taking the vaccine. That's from official doctors and nurses. Bro, all that information is not adding up. You continue to lie, tell the truth, act what, tell the truth about what this vaccine is doing to people. There's more to it than they saying. I feel like if you want to take it, fine. If you don't want to take it, fine. It's man-made, period. Now you saying you don't know where it started from. Exactly. And that's my whole thing. I don't care whether you take it or not. I'm just speaking for myself, but that's the way I feel exactly, Julie. I do not believe that. Give me the truth, and then let me decipher. Let me make a wise decision once you give me the truth, not what you want me to know or what you just want to put out there for your own hidden agenda. But give me the truth. Let me know what this stuff is, and I'm with you, Julie. This stuff ain't adding up. If people are talking population control, they are on the next level of stupid. Okay. Again, like we said earlier, that's that. If that's what you choose to believe, if that's the way you choose to believe, hey, I can respect that. But just because you don't believe something, don't make it not true. And these numbers are inaccurate. This is nothing but a scare tactic to get more people vaccinated. Yes, the virus is real and it is killing people, but these numbers going up in thousands per day is absolutely false. And it's funny that you even say that, Rochelle, because like I feel the same way when you're talking about the numbers. Like it seems like with everybody, you watch the news or you watch CNN or whatever your news outlet is, every day another state has broken the broken new records for new positive cases. And we almost 2 years into this thing, people. It would seem like if those numbers were true, that would almost be like the whole population of all the states. When you're getting $5,000 a day, 5,000 people a day, 3,000 people here a day in Florida for the last 18 months, however long we've been dealing with this, it don't make sense. So how officials do you know about those doctors who don't? So how official do you know about those doctors who don't know? What you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. What's not adding up? To me, what they telling you in these numbers and what it is, what it's not, none of it makes sense to me. It sounds good, but it doesn't make sense to me. But I'm not one of those people that choose to believe everything that somebody tell me either. Nothing new under the sun. Science will never tell us the truth. They can't, it won't. What makes you think the numbers are false? This is exactly what happened with the flu of 1918. Again, when it comes to the numbers, to see what I can just finish saying, if you're going strictly by numbers and you see it every day in the news that another 3,000 people, another 3,000 in this county, another 5,000 here, every single day for 18 months, like it was, I don't get it. It would seem like by now the whole country is infected. 3,000. There are nurses and doctors that have gone on social media and the news exposing that people that go into the hospital for heart attack, pneumonia, even car accidents are being labeled coronavirus victims and dying from coronavirus, and it's false. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, you do work in healthcare yourself, right, Rochelle? Lies. Again, if you want to believe that they lies, that's your right, my brother. Go right ahead. And that's what I was referring to, Rochelle. Like I said, I've seen it. I've seen it where official doctors. This one lady over in Germany, she outed Fauci how they was beefing back in the '80s when they was working for the place. I forgot what it's after the place that actually create the diseases. They create both diseases and vaccines. Now think about that. Why would you create diseases on purpose? Hmm? Why would you do that? Some of the stuff that's in these vaccines should not even be put into humans. They got stuff. See it. They just waiting to hit certain numbers. Absolutely. I was watching one news report in Arkansas where I used to live at, and these people out here is taking horse medicine for stuff that you're supposed to put in horses. And the doctors say again, I would not highly recommend a a I would not highly recommend something that's put for horses for you to ingest and put inside your body. But people believe that it's gonna help them when it comes to COVID, so they doing it. Bro, all I know is my wife is a nurse. I will be her before I will be her before and beloved some lady in Germany. I guess believe her. I guess yeah. I hear you. And shout out to Sony too. What's good, lady? Um, yeah. I was talking about the lady from Germany because she's an accredited doctor. Margaret, I can't think of her last name. But that's a first of all, it's not just an American thing. The CDC is an American thing, but when it comes to the disease control and things of that nature, when it comes to vaccine and stuff, there's people from on the board from Poland. There's people on there from Germany. There's people from the Middle East. Like all these collective minds come together to figure out these diseases and these vaccines. That's what I was talking about. Not just some random lady in Germany. Nurses here are quitting because they don't want to give the vaccine. Now, why is that? Why is that? If it's for our health, why do we have people? Never mind. But why do we have nurses and people that's willing to they gonna quit their jobs because they don't want to do this here? But at the same time, it's for our best health. It's for our best reason, and that's my whole point. There's a split. There's a split between people who believe it is what it is and who don't what it is. My point is, it's just as many doctors and nurses that's against the vaccine, whether you know any of them or not. That is just as many nurses and doctors that's against the vaccine that are for it. That's all I'm saying. We are concerned about what's in the vaccine, and this food is killing us, but we are still eating, still using chemicals for personal hygiene that causes cancer. Good point, Jen. Good point. Regardless of how the virus got here, what do you think we should do now? If not vaccine, then what? I don't know. I don't have the answers yet. What I do for myself though is I try to my best to avoid crowds. I try my best, and even if I believe the hype, I'm staying in the house. I mean, if I really feel like, you know what, if y'all ain't gonna care about my safety and and get vaccinated and wear your mask, the easiest way for me to avoid that is keeping it myself. Point blank, period. Not worried about what people doing outside if I ain't outside. I'm vaccinated. I didn't want to be, but I know it will be mandatory for my job. The most low, I don't know what that means, bro. Um, yeah, and that's what it's really gonna come to. Jen, I just think it's a matter of time before they really push it everybody to get vaccinated. It's just a matter of time. Low minded. Um, and it's just a matter of time. Though. It's just a matter of time for they gonna try to put all this stuff into place to force this thing on you. Same here. I didn't want the vaccine without it being mandatory at my job. And I get it. I mean, I get it. It's coming, yeah. What's good, love? What's going on, Erica? How you? Get off here, y'all. But the gist of it all, at the end of the day, regardless of what you believe, what you don't believe, how you feel, let's keep each other lifted up in prayer, man. And that's real. Don't get no realer than that. Let's keep each other lifted up in prayer. Let's pray for one another. Those that feel people are dumb, pray that they get educated, or whatever the case may be, and whatnot. Um, Blacks are dying the most, and we are the ones that listen to the foolishness. I don't know the numbers on that, who died as far as demographics. I just know people dying. All I know is that the virus is real, and at the end of the day, my vaccination is for the concern of my folks. Unfortunately, we are having the wrong convo. It should be, how do we get our people healthy enough that we will not need a vaccine altogether? Hey man, pass the offer plate for Brother Daniel Carr. I agree with that wholeheartedly, D. Like, forget COVID. Like, we need to be healthy we need to get better as a people when it comes to our health and how we eat, period. People used to always laugh at me when I would say stuff like that, dude. But I'm like, you know, and this ain't being racist. I'm like, you know what? One of the things that I learned when I moved to Arkansas, I would notice how I would see, I don't care how cold it was, you see a 70, 80-year-old white man, 5 o'clock in the morning, out there with his little lit up vest, jogging, right? And then we up for years. We know how it is in the black community. We always made fun of white people for how they eat and the stuff that they eat and all that did. But they're living longer lives. Like, you know what I mean? I tell people all the time, man, you got to realize that food is fuel for the body. Your gas tank ain't talking about, ooh, this gas tastes a whole much better. Like, we eat for taste, but we should be eating for health, to make sure our body is good. Well, no, we want to taste good. We want to eat whatever we want to do, as long as it tastes good. No matter how much sugar in it, no matter how much it run up our blood pressure, whatever the case may be, as long as it's good, I want to eat it. And it's like, yo, when we gonna get to the point where it's like, no, eat to live, eat to fuel your body. That's what you're supposed to be eating for. God ain't give us food for it to taste good. Adam and Eve ain't had no Lowry seasoning salt to put on no meat and whatnot. So we got, like you said, D, I'm with you, D, on that. We, as a community, we got to do better. We got to take better care of our bodies, and dispose some of these myths, and make sure we do better and teaching our children so they don't follow the same stuff. Eating all this fast food that ain't good for you or whatnot. It's not good for you, people. So let's try to do better. Let's do our homework on that, and just get better in that regard too, man. And again, definitely keep Kareem Rasul and his family as well as a prayer, and everybody else that, 'cause I did see a few other deaths. This no, though, exactly, they have all that back then, but they were eating the berries and whatever, just whatever it was to sustain them. They lived long. They were living longer lives back then than we were living now. Um, so it definitely worked. But let's keep each other people, keep one another in prayer. Uh, I didn't get a chance to write all the people that lost loved ones on this previous week, but I did see a few of them out there, and I reached out to some individuals personally. But again, people, let's love on each other, man. Let's keep each other lifted up in prayer. Warren, I'm gonna be in touch with you this week, man, because I'm gonna try to get you on sometime next month. So we gonna chop it up, get the bro on the show, have a good conversation. Tune in next week. We're gonna have the residential doctor Kevin Danley. He'll be here with us. We're gonna be talking about black men's health, and amongst other things. But the importance of getting checked out, getting your prostate exams, getting your prostate exam when you're supposed to, and just taking better care of ourselves, man. So we're gonna get into that next week on next week's show. And I want you guys to know that I love y'all. I'm sincerely, no doubt, nothing but love, baby. Um, I'm genuinely asking and sincerely asking you guys to not only keep each other lifted up in prayer, but keep me in your prayers as well. Just one of them seasons of gloom for me. It's nothing, not depressed, anything like that. It's just that my heart is heavy with a lot of situations that's going on and what I'm seeing in the world. Just continue to pray for my strength because I'm praying for you guys as well. Much love. Marv, keep pushing, bro. You are helping us come up. Man, I appreciate it, D, man. I'm just trying to do my part, bro. And it's easy for me to do my part when I got brothers in like you in my life. And, you know, you a little bro, but you one of my heroes. I look up to you, bro. You know that. I love you, bro. Ain't got no problem with the world knowing that. Man, so I appreciate you, man. Yes, mandatory prostate cancer, easy to treat, early detection. Yeah, actually, absolutely. I believe, yeah, he shared it on the show before that Kev does have prostate cancer. So we're gonna really get into that next week. How about how he's dealing with it, how important it was with the early detection that they found it when they did. And we, like I said, so we, make sure you tune in next week on that one too, Eric. I would love to hear some of your insight on that particular show. And like I said, man, you guys enjoy your family, enjoy your loved ones, hug and kiss your babies while you can. And by the help of God, I'm gonna see you guys next week. Know that we'll do know that I love you all. You guys continue in my prayers. And with that being said, you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And as usual, I'm signing off. DeAndre and Elisha, know that Daddy loves you intentionally, but I also love you unconditionally. Till next week, peace.